I'm Tanya Allport and I'm the Director of Wai Research and Waiata Mai at Te Whānau Waipareira. So this year's theme, Kotahitanga, is around looking how people can recognise the way that they work together and the value that that has. So in the Whānau Ora space, we all have to work together, and often that's not really clearly articulated. So by going through the process of saying, how in your mahi or in your research or in your work do you see Kotahitanga? So that's the binding force. And I think when we look at the individual articles that have come through, there is a sense of Kotahitanga in that all the different articles together provide a whole picture.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough really to be able to contribute to Te Kura Nui or Waipareira, mainly through the role of editor. So part of the mahi, I think, is about helping to work with people who are writing their stories and are writing, I think, a reflection of the journey that they've undertaken in terms of the contribution that they're making to not only Te Whānau Waipareira, but I think also Te Ao Māori. So this journal is very, very special in the sense that these are the voices on the ground. And I think that's what differentiates Te Kura Nui or Waipareira from some other academic journals, which are generally written by academics who don't necessarily have that engagement at ground level. So it's a real honour actually to be able to learn about the type of things, activities and work that people are doing to improve outcomes for whānau. So we're not necessarily trying to change the language of the writers, but really to ensure that their authentic voice, it can come through loud and clear in the work that they're writing about. So it's very much a new type of journal. It brings with it, I guess, a responsibility to make sure that the mana of the people who are writing these accounts is enhanced, and the people that they are talking about, that those really critical elements can be looked after, I think.
Kia ora, ko Stacey Morrison ahau, no Ngaitahu no te Aroa hoki, ko au te tahi o ngā hiamana o tēnei kaupapa te reo mata hiapo, ara te kaupapa e whakarau ora ana i tō tātou reo i ngā hapori o Tāmaki Makaurau. Tēnei kupu Kotahitanga, he ahua mārama ki ngā reo erua ki te ata whakamārama tātou i te kotahi, hei mea kotahi, one. Nō reira, e meana tēnei kupu mā te mahi tahi ka puta ai he hua. Ka rongo tātou i te wairua o tētahi āhuatanga anō nei he iwi kotahi tātou. Nō reira, he kupu nui kia tātou, he kupu whakapiki i te wairua, he hiahia hoki kia au nei, kia ngai tātou, kia noho tahi tātou, nō reira mā te Kotahitanga e tino rongo ai tātou i te pakaritanga o te iwi Māori. So Kotahitanga to me is, very literally working as one. Kotahi is one, and so in the concept of working as one we sense unity. And I think as Māori that's what we yearn for, that's how we know we're at our best. It doesn't mean that we all have to agree, but when we work together as one, e mōhio ana tātou, e hara taku toa, I te toa takitahi, he toa takitini ke. So my strength is not of an individual, but of many.
To me, Kotahitanga is just about unity. It's about being together, working together, just as one. Ko kiritie I roto I te Kotahitanga. So the article that I wrote is about co-design, but specific to within a Māori space and how that looks in a Māori space as opposed to how it would look in a more mainstream space. So what co-design is a research process that incorporates the voices and opinions and experiences, the lived experiences of the people that you're designing your service, program, whatever, right through from the start, and that ensures that you get a really tailored, really unique output from your research.
My name's Anita Kurma and I work for Whānau Ora. My article was about the service that we're doing here, which is an exercise service. It's a 12-week program and it's part of primary healthcare. Typically exercise programs aren't part of primary healthcare, so this is the first of its kind. Luckily, thanks to Waipareira and Muma, we've been able to invest in a machine, which is just behind me, and we're the first primary healthcare organisation to use it at a community level in all of New Zealand. So what we're trying to show is that we're able to work together as service providers, Kotahitanga, to help our whānau and their health and well-being.
So I'm Chelsea Borrego. I am from the community of Missinaba Cree First Nation in Ontario, Canada. We're a part of the Treaty 9 territory. So my article is about unity and what that looks like on an individual basis. So I propose that there's 3 strands that bring you together to make you into one whole person as an Indigenous person. So first, your Indigenous epistemology, so your ways of knowing and understanding how that pertains to the things that you do and the journey that you walk, and then how your mainstream more colonized lens also plays a role in who you are and what you do, with also a third stream, which is your own individual experiences. So who you are and what you collect in your own bundle as a human, and how that plays out into the way that you know as an Indigenous person and the way that you know within your mainstream spaces.
I'm Elika Mer. I'm working at Whānau Waipareira as the outcome measurement researcher. My article is about leadership driven by kaupapa Māori. So I looked into Maori concepts and values and tried to unpack how leadership is practiced. This type of leadership is kind of new in theories, and it was interesting for me that I could find a lot of instances and examples of relational type of leadership in Maori literature. And also Whānau Ora is an example of practicing relational type of leadership. I try to explain how concepts such as Kotahitanga, Whanaungatanga, and kaupapa can provide a platform for leadership. And it was really interesting to see how Kotahitanga can be a kind of key concept among these Maori concepts that can help people connect and also work together to lead a change.
My name is Salome Ravanakola. I am a registered nurse working in the cardiac rehab program and also management lead in the clinical services. So what I wrote was on the cardiac rehab program. So the cardiac rehab program, started off last year in June. So the main goal around setting up this program is where Waipareira works collaboratively with the Waitemata DHB. So it's around setting up a program to support our whānau out there during their cardiac event. Kotahitanga, well, to me, it's just getting everyone on board. So in other words, working integratedly in terms of supporting our whānau in their setting up their whānau-centered goals and supporting them in achieving their goals.
Kotahitanga is one of those values that's entrenched throughout Te Ao Māori. It's entrenched within marae practice. We understand that in order to develop gains for our people, we need to have some common ground. So Kotahitanga is is a very important principle when it comes to progressing and advancing outcomes for our people.